Good afternoon. Oh, thank you. Wow, that was easy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeremy Brownridge. I'm Her Honor's Private Secretary. And on behalf of her and all the staff, we send out a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you so much for traveling from wherever you're coming, whether it be far overseas on the mainland or right here on the island. Thank you so much for coming to this very historic and important occasion. We opened up the record books the other day. We don't know of any time where we've ever had a VicPD Change of Command here at Government House, so thank you for the opportunity. Before I go any further, I'd like to acknowledge with deep respect that we're gathered on the territory of the ʷəŋən peoples, the Songhees and the Esquimalt. We thank them for sharing these beautiful lands with us in peace and friendship today. And again, before I go much further, I would ask that you kindly silence your device. My phone has been known to go off whilst up here, so we don't want to disturb the proceedings today, so thank you for that. And now that I have your full attention and we've got all that out of the way, I would ask that you please rise for the entrance of the official party, including the VicPD Ceremonial Guard and the Color Party, and we'll remain standing after that for the singing of the national anthem. Thank you so much.
Party, halt. Color party advances. Left, turn. Color party, order, color. Guard, shoulder, arms.
I'm now delighted to invite the inimitable Stephanie Greaves to sing the national anthem.
Guard, present, arms.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see the rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Guard, shoulder, arms. Parade, stand at ease. Parade, stand easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Stephanie, the color guard, the honor guard, and our wonderful piper this afternoon, Gord McGee. I'll ask that you kindly remain standing as we invite Songhees community member Diane Sam to provide the welcome today. Thank you, Diane.
Not as tall as he is. Osem Nistelcha, Hachka Gwanzana Tachel Kungatana, Sawal Wet E to Pathik Sath, and a snake to Slays and Lukungan Ea Houset, Thana Main La Frank Sam, Thana Tain La, Helena Sam, Thana Nanana Amy, Danica Thomas, Thana Enos Ora, Helix and Quinzaneathla, Iquanis Kunanga Hela. Good afternoon, everybody. I just introduced myself as Sawalwet and Tepathixa, and those two names come from a houset from my late Grandma Sarah and from my late Grandpa Pally from Songhees. It's really, really important for me to share those names in case I have family in the room, and I know that my niece Brianna, I'm sorry for highlighting you, I know Brianna's in the room somewhere. I'd like to welcome you to the Lekwungen territory, places smoked herring, home of the Songhees and the Esquimalt people. I send my deep regrets on behalf of Songhees Chief and Council. And as I was driving here, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say. And for Dell and Fiona, the one term, and I was like, I know that you're going to hear this, but you're not going to hear it in Lekwungen. So Jensenut Giatanga, which translates to, we appreciate you and we are very grateful to you. And one of the messages that I got from Chief Ron Sam was, we appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to community, and please don't forget about us and make sure you come and visit. We wish you well on your next chapter. And Fiona, we extend that invite to you as well. So I acknowledge the Government House for opening up their home to this very important work, and it's really good to see everybody. And I shared this at one of the last events that I had, and I want to take a moment to acknowledge the families of law enforcement, because the sacrifice that the officers make is also one of the families as well. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the families as well. And I was mentioning that quite often when we do have an emergency, people are kind of running the other way, but the police officers are the first ones on the scene, trying to ensure that community is safe. So I lift my hands up to all of the police officers that provide that service to our community. So on behalf of my community, our leadership, our elders, but more importantly, our ancestors, I welcome you to Lekwungen territory, and I really thank all of you for being here today. Haichka. I also have a very small token of appreciation for Dylan. You can choose to open it now if you like, or you could do it in private, so no pressure.
Thank you. You're so sweet.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so very much, Diane, for that wonderful and warm welcome. You may be seated. And I'm now delighted to invite the Lekwungen dancers who will be performing two welcome paddle song and also a celebratory song. So please enjoy. Thank you so very much to the ʷəŋən dancers for getting us going in such a good way. Before I introduce Her Honor to provide remarks, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the platform party. Of course, their honors, Chief Manak, Chief Wilson, we've got the mayors of Victoria-Esquimalt, Police Board Chief, and the ever-important judge to perform the important swearing-in duties. So thank you so much for being up here. I'm now very pleased to introduce Her Honor to provide her remarks. Thanks, Her Honor.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Government House, BC's official ceremonial home of all British Columbians. Thank you so much to the Songhees community member, Diane Sam, for the gift of such a wonderful traditional welcome. And the ʷəŋən dancers, let's thank everybody once again, please. I want to acknowledge that we are gathered on the ancestral territory of the ʷəŋən peoples, specifically the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, and I offer my sincere gratitude and thank them for sharing these lands in peace and friendship. Today is a significant day for the province, and I want to recognize the many leaders that are here today, police chiefs, deputy chiefs, and so many community family members from our BC's first responders. I wish to recognize the presence of representatives from our uniformed services at the provincial, federal, and municipal levels. On this occasion especially, I extend heartfelt thanks to our first responders and police organizations across the country who work tirelessly to safeguard our communities. That's liquid paper. I am thrilled to extend a very warm welcome to Fiona Wilson's family and friends. I know many have traveled from afar. And I'm especially pleased to welcome her beautiful 83-year-old mother, Valerie. We're so pleased to have you here at Government House. I'm really happy that you didn't wind up on the security port because I didn't want to have to call the police. I'd also like to congratulate Victoria Mayor Alto, Esquimalt Mayor Desjardins, Police Board Chair Hayes, and the entire Victoria Police Board on an exceptional hire. The change of police command in our province's capital gives us the opportunity to profusely thank the outgoing chief and welcome in the new. So first, I want to extend my deep gratitude to Chief Manak, who has served this community for decades. He's lived and breathed community engagement and significantly advanced many great causes. I've known Del for over a decade, and he was a champion for me when my husband and I started to work on meaningful inclusion and diversity. He was a positive voice, a loud voice, and we really appreciate you, Del, and we will never forget that. Chief Manak has also advocated to bring police officers back into schools, and he has worked with the city on its new community safety and well-being plan. So thank you, Del, and may your retirement offer you the time to pursue some other passions. And I hear maybe a little bit more sporting passions, because a reliable source told me that you have traveled to see many New York Islander games in many cities. And so we do wish you many days that you can visit many more cities and maybe bring them a little bit of luck. And now, a few words about our new Victoria Chief of Police and some interesting facts. The first female officers joined the Victoria Police Department in 1913. Today, Chief Fiona Wilson assumes command as the first female Chief of Police in the department's 167-year history. I don't need to share with you that Chief Wilson is an inspiring leader who has served BC's communities for decades with dedication, distinction, and honor. She is a strong advocate for compassionate and inclusive policing and epitomizes the notion that when we all work together, we all win. I know Chief Wilson shares a deep commitment to advancing meaningful inclusion. When Chief Wilson was the president of the BC Association of Police Chiefs, she championed the community-led neurodiversity DECL program. And this initiative enables individuals, their caregivers, or their families to voluntarily share with police that a person is neurodivergent. They can put it on their vehicle, they can put it on their home, on a knapsack, or simply just even show the officer the DECL. And what this does is it enables the officer to immediately understand and work with the individual with neurodiversity and their families or caregivers. Thank you so much, Chief Wilson. Due to you and the BC Association of Police Chiefs, over 15,000 DECLs have been shared. Another first for Chief Wilson, the BC Association of Police Chiefs, they brought together over 500 women from across Canada for a Women in Policing conference. This is the first time that it's ever been done in Canada. We are so fortunate to have Chief Wilson's integrity and commitment to serve the communities here in Esquimalt and in Victoria. Under Chief Wilson's leadership, I look forward to seeing the department continue its vision to create a safer community together. Thank you very much to everybody that made this day possible. I can tell you our team at Government House was really excited and passionate and worked really hard to make this a special day, along, of course, with our police friends. I also want to thank my aide-de-camps, Inspector Hamilton and Deputy Chief Warren. And I want to thank all of the first responders here today and throughout British Columbia. We truly appreciate what you do each and every day. Chief Constable Fiona Wilson, my goodness, that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? My friend, from the bottom of my heart, I deeply congratulate you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so very much, Your Honor, for those warm and wonderful remarks. Thank you. I'm now delighted to turn the proceedings over to Director of Community Engagement with the Vic Police Department, Cheryl Major. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Brownridge, and thank you to Diane Sam, the ʷەŋən dancers, Ms. Greaves, and to Her Honor for such a beautiful introduction to today's ceremonies. I'd like to take a moment of gratitude before we begin. First, to Her Honor and the staff at Government House for so graciously hosting us here today. To our planning committee, who have devoted countless hours and effort to ensuring that this event is meaningful and seamless. To our ceremonial guard, whose precision, professionalism, and pride elevates every occasion beyond the ordinary duties of service. And to our piper, our own Constable Gord McGee. The sound of the pipes carries with it a deep tradition of honor, ceremony, and remembrance. Pipe music has long been woven into the fabric of policing and public service, reminding us of both the solemnity and the pride of our profession and of our ceremony today. The Victoria Police Department, as you heard, is the oldest department west of the Great Lakes. Our 167-year history is marked by everyday acts of bravery, courage, heroism, and selfless service, and by leaders who have stepped up to the challenge across decades of growth, change, and a vast range of complex policing problems, all reflecting the VicPD motto, honor through service. We welcome the officers, staff, reserves, and volunteers of the Victoria Police Department who were able to attend today, and thank those who are working here on the grounds and in community. I would also like to welcome our policing and military partners, local and provincial and First Nations government representatives, and other community leaders who have joined us today. Each of you has shown a commitment to service that reflects our vision, a safer community together, and we thank you for joining us in this work. And finally, welcome to all who are joining us online today. A change of command ceremony is an important moment for a police department. It is both a formal transfer of leadership and a symbolic passing of responsibility, trust, and accountability from one chief to the next. Rooted in tradition, the ceremony honors the service and accomplishments of the outgoing chief while welcoming the vision and stewardship of the incoming leader. For the department, its members, and the community it serves, the occasion reinforces continuity, stability, and the shared commitment to uphold public safety with integrity and dedication. Today marks the first change of command ceremony in quite a long time for the Victoria Police Department. And while this day is about change and transition, it is also a celebration of what we have achieved together, of the strength of this department, and the bright future ahead. We begin with opening remarks from Victoria-Esquimalt Board Chair, Micayla Hayes. Ms. Hayes is a business person and consultant. She leads the London Chef Incorporated, a dynamic operation offering culinary education, entertainment, and innovative programming worldwide, which she founded in 2010. She holds a BA from the University of Toronto and an MA from the King's College London, both in criminology. She has worked with the Centre for Crime and Justice Studies, is a trained restorative justice facilitator, and has designed and piloted rehabilitative programs supporting community reintegration for correctional institutions. In addition to her current role as chair of the Victoria-Esquimalt Police Board, she is president of the BC Association of Police Boards, a member of the board of directors of the Canadian Association of Police Governance, and sits on the First Nations Police Governance Council. She is the mother of 2 young girls who are here today. I will now ask Ms. Hayes to provide opening remarks.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Victoria-Esquimalt Police Board, it is my honor to welcome you all to this important, historic occasion. We are deeply grateful to be here at Government House, and I wish to extend our sincere thanks to Her Honor, the Honorable Wendy Cocchia, for graciously hosting this ceremony in such a distinguished setting. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the many dignitaries and special guests who have joined us today. Representatives from federal, provincial, and municipal governments, Indigenous leaders, community partners, police leaders, members of the Victorian-Esquimalt communities, and honored friends and family. Your presence here reflects the strong bonds of trust and collaboration that exist between policing and the communities we serve. To the members of the Victoria Police Department, both sworn officers and civilian staff, thank you for your dedication, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to public safety. You are the core of this organization, and today's ceremony is as much about you as it is about our leadership. When I first began thinking about this change of command, the word that kept coming to my mind was heart. That this occasion had to have enough heart to properly represent who and what we are honoring here today. Standing here in this room with all of you, it feels exactly as I hoped it would. I want to recognize that policing is a profession deeply rooted in heart, that the communities of Victoria-Esquimalt are brimming with heart, and that we are gathered to celebrate the change of command between 2 policing leaders who exemplify leading by heart in everything that they do. I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank Chief Constable Dale Manak. Chief Manak has given decades of service to policing, with the last chapter of his career leading the Victoria Police Department with courage, humility, and an abiding sense of duty to the citizens of Victoria-Esquimalt and to the members he represents. Under his leadership, VicPD has navigated complex challenges with integrity, from community safety issues to advancing equity and inclusion, to strengthening relationships with partner agencies and working towards solutions for some of the challenging issues that we face in our community. Chief, your legacy will long be remembered by the people that you have mentored, the professionalism you have fostered, and the compassion you have brought to the role. On behalf of the board and the community, thank you for your remarkable service and for leaving the department stronger for the future. Today, we also look forward with excitement and optimism as we welcome new leadership. The change of command is not only a ceremonial passing of the torch, but a renewal of our collective commitment to public safety, to community well-being, and to the values of integrity, accountability, and service that define policing in Victoria and Esquimalt. We must acknowledge the profound challenges facing our communities today. Like many cities across Canada, we are experiencing the deep impacts of ongoing mental health and substance use crisis. This is a heavy responsibility, one that requires compassion, resilience, and the ability to balance enforcement with care. To step into the role of Chief Constable at this moment is no small undertaking. The Chief must not only manage the operational demands of policing, but also lead with vision. working in partnership with health providers, governments, Indigenous leaders, and community organizations to address the underlying social issues that challenge our collective safety and well-being. These are complex challenges, but they are also opportunities to shape the future of policing in Victoria and Esquimalt, which is why we are so profoundly lucky to welcome Chief Designate Fiona Wilson into the role of Chief Constable at the Victoria Police Department. Fiona's career has been nothing short of remarkable, marked by a consistent record of service, leadership, and innovation in policing. Throughout her career, she has demonstrated the vision, integrity, and dedication needed to lead in complex times. We are truly fortunate to welcome a leader of her heart, her intellect, and her caliber as our new chief. Someone who not only understands the challenges ahead, but who inspires trust, builds connection, and brings both strength and compassion to the role. Fiona, as you assume this command, you do so at a time when your leadership will be tested in extraordinary ways. Leadership is not only about making difficult decisions, but about inspiring others to bring their best selves to the work. We know that you are the right person to take on these challenges, and you step into this role with the total confidence of your board, the support of your members, and the respect of your community. May you lead with integrity, humility, courage, and compassion, guided always by the values of service. To everyone gathered here, thank you for being part of this significant moment. The strength of the Victoria Police Department lies in the partnerships we share with all of you. As we mark this transition, let us reaffirm our shared purpose, ensuring that our communities are safe, inclusive, and resilient. On behalf of the Victoria-Esquimalt Police Board, I once again thank Her Honour and Government House for hosting us today, thank Chief Manak for his extraordinary service, and extend our full support and congratulations to our new chief.
Thank you, Ms. Hayes. We will now hear farewell remarks from Chief Constable Del Manak, a man who needs no introduction, but we're going to do it anyways. Chief Del Manak is retiring after a 35-year exemplary career in policing, the last 9.5 years as the Chief Constable at the Victoria Police Department. He is the first South Asian Chief of Police in the department's history, and he has celebrated his heritage and ethnic background throughout his command, elevating the role of Punjabi leaders and giving back to the South Asian community. I've particularly enjoyed the Bhangra dancing at volunteer appreciation events. Constable Del Singh Manak started his career with the Vancouver Police Department in January 1990 and moved over to the Victoria Police Department in April 1993. You may have seen pictures recently. At VicPD, Constable Manak worked in the Patrol Division, Traffic Division, and as a school police liaison officer. Before becoming Chief Constable, he was responsible for creating the Integrated Road Safety Unit, or IRSU, which became a program across the province and was the OIC of the Human Resources Division, responsible for hiring many of the men and women serving today. He was promoted to Chief Constable in January 2016. His accomplishments as chief include the creation of a co-response team that pairs plainclothes officers with mental health professionals to provide better, more positive outcomes. And under his leadership, the department created a cybercrime unit and a Before the Badge program that educates new police recruits through experiential learning opportunities with members from diverse communities. And that program is running as we gather here today. Chief Manak has led the department through many challenging times and has always put the communities of Victoria and Esquimalt first. He is a highly engaged police leader who speaks out on public safety issues and concerns. Over the past 8 years, Chief Manak has built long-lasting and trusting relationships between VicPD officers and the Indigenous street family by partnering with the Aboriginal Coalition to End Homelessness. This has vastly improved the relationship between VicPD officers and members of Indigenous communities. Chief Manak brought the NHL Street program to Victoria by forming a partnership with the NHL, the Victoria Royals Hockey Club, and VicPD. NHL Street allows VicPD officers to connect with youth through a formal but fun street hockey program that has become so popular the registration sells out immediately each year. It is a great example of building positive police-youth relationships. Internally, Chief Manak has invested heavily in enhancing mental health and wellness supports and services for officers and staff, including in-house psychologists and a peer support team. The creation of a reintegration sergeant position allowed officers who are off on physical or occupational stress injury to return to work more seamlessly and with better supports in place. His education and awards are numerous, but more than anything else, he is a man who is led with integrity, with vision, with dedication, and with true character. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Del Manak.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and Cheryl, thank you for the very kind recognition. Your Honor, ministers, special dignitaries that are here, mayors, ladies and gentlemen, it's so nice to see so many friendly faces in the audience here. I do want to acknowledge before I start that we are gathered here on the lands of the Songhees and Kosapsim nations. Standing here today, I can tell you, is both surreal and it's deeply humbling. I just want to speak to the international audience just for a couple minutes, and then I'll just revert back. I'd like to say a few words in Punjabi. Manu ਹੁਣ 35 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਪੁਲਿਸਿੰਗ ਚ ਲੱਗੇ ਨੂੰ 32 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਵਿਕਟੋਰੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ 9 ਤਾਂ ਅੱਧੇ ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਚੀਫ ਬਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਚਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ 'ਚ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਤੋਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੋ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਂ ਸੇਵਾ 35 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਆ ਸੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਥ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੌਸਲਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਚੀਫ ਦੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਰਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਰਿਟਾਇਰਮੈਂਟ ਲਵਾਂ Did everybody get that? Manny's laughing there. Thank you very much for that, Manny. Yeah, the brown people in the room know exactly what I said. Yeah. And I can say that. You can. Now, just looking at everyone here gathered today, one of the things I'm reminded, see the base commander, Kevin Whiteside, and your team that's here today, sir, that the uniform is more than just fabric and badges. It represents trust, sacrifice, and service. For 35 years, I've been honored to wear this uniform, and for 32 of those years in the city that has raised me alongside the most dedicated people that I could ever hope to call colleagues and friends. From my very first days on patrol to the moment that I was sworn in as chief at Georgia Elementary, my very own elementary school, right up till today, this journey has been more meaningful than I could ever have imagined. Working at the Victoria Police Department has been a privilege, and I can tell you that I've never taken it for granted, not for one day, including this morning, and I was getting ready for the change of command ceremony. Every day that I've come to work, I know that we are doing, or what we do here, matters. We have the power to change lives and to stand with people in their darkest hours and to make our communities better and a much safer place. That knowledge and the opportunity to do it all with you, it has sustained me, it has humbled me, and I can tell you it has inspired me. It's often said that what sets us apart at VicPD is our people. So here, as I say my farewells, I first want to focus on the men and the women of this department, our officers and our staff. Now, whether you serve on the front lines, in specialty units, or behind the scenes in our offices, you are the heartbeat of VicPD. The support and the respect of our communities, I can tell you right now, it's not because of me, it's because of you. You show courage in times of uncertainty, compassion in times of crisis, and professionalism in every interaction that you have. Day after day, year after year, you rise to the challenge, and I can tell you that you have made me proud beyond words. To our senior leadership team, You are truly one of a kind. Nowhere else will you find such a strong mark and a mix of police leaders and civilian professionals, each who's an expert in their field. You are bringing wisdom, balance, and heart to the table. Your ability to think strategically while caring deeply about the people in this department have carried me through some of the most challenging and also some of the most rewarding times in my career. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to lead with, and to my team, thank you very much for everything that you have done. To our reserves and volunteers, you give so much of your time and talent, but you do it not because it's your job, but because you want to. You are a part of the VicPD family, and you always are reminding me about how service to community can take many, many forms, and I thank you for that. Your commitment has strengthened our department and deepened our connection to the people that we serve. You exemplify the vision, a safer community together, and we really could not do the work with keeping our community safe without you. I also want to thank the mayors of Victoria and Esquimalt and the Victoria-Esquimalt Police Board. For almost 10 years, you have entrusted me with the leadership of this organization. Your confidence and your support have meant so much to me. You have shared difficult decisions, or we have shared difficult decisions. We've also celebrated proud moments, but all of this has been through your unwavering dedication and good governance to the safety of our communities. I can tell you that it has been a privilege to work with you. And to the chiefs and police leaders in the room, all of my colleagues are here in the room here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your guidance, your kindness, and your friendship. I could not be here where I am today if it wasn't for the help and guidance that each and every one of you have provided. Now, in my career, I've had the opportunity to be inspired by many people, leaders, officers, people in our community who have really stepped up and supported the Victoria Police Department and make sure that we're doing the right thing. And there's way too many examples to count. But today I want to take a moment to specifically recognize a few. First, Special Olympic athletes. They have inspired me year after year. I've made it a personal mission to enrich the lives and celebrate the achievements and to raise funds, whether it's a polar plunge or whether it's a law enforcement torch run or other fundraising activities. And I can only hope that I've impacted them as much as they have inspired me. Second is my mom. Mom, you've been a role model to me, and you've been along my journey the whole time, and I wanted to know that you are my biggest fan from day one. I really appreciate that, and I would not be here today without your guidance, your love, and your support, and I know that continues, so I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you for that. I do have a story to tell. This is funny. So when I was first appointed as chief, there was nobody more excited than my mom, and she asked me for a stack of business cards. The first week I was hired, but unbeknownst to me, she handed them all out to all her friends and whoever would take one. And so I come a couple weeks later, sorry Mom, you're laughing here, I'm sorry. Anyway, I come a couple weeks later, visit my mom, and she asked me for another stack of business cards. So I go, well, what did you do with the other cards I gave you? And anyway, I knew I had a problem. So today, we now have a tradition at VicPD. So I took the privilege of stealing some of Fiona's business cards. Yeah. You thought I was a big fan of yours when I was taking all those cards. Mom, these are for you. Fiona is smarter than I. She did not write her cell phone number, but I have handwritten it in here for you. So I would like you to go out, collect all of my business cards that you handed out, and I'm going to give you Fiona's cards. Let's hear from my mom here, please. Okay, of course, just moving on a more serious note, none of our careers are ever possible without the support of our family. So, here I go. This is my fake crying. Yeah. To my wife, Nikki, and my children, Cami and Raj. I'm going to have to get somebody else to read this for me. You've been amazing. I'm not going to look at you. You put up with unpredictable hours, missed dinners, family events where I couldn't be there, and many times where the department had to come first. I know it hasn't been easy, but I can't thank you enough for your love, support, and understanding. Cami, stop it. And now, as I step aside, it is my great pleasure to congratulate incoming Chief Fiona Wilson. Fiona, you are an exceptional police leader, and I've certainly learned a lot more about you in the week and a half that we've overlapped. And I can tell you that the department is in good hands. You bring skill, you bring vision, and a deep, deep dedication to community. In the short time we've worked together, I've already started seeing that. You will be able to build on the successes we've achieved together at VicPD, and I have no doubt that you will take VicPD to the next level, and I know that the department is going to show you the same loyalty and the same commitment that they've shown me. I leave knowing that this department is strong, resilient, and ready for a bright future under Chief Wilson's leadership. So my final words as Chief are simple, very simple. Thank you. Thank you for the trust that you've placed in me, for the support that you've shown, and for allowing me to live a dream that I could have only imagined as a young boy walking the halls of Georgia Elementary, located just a few blocks from VicPD. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and it's been, I can tell you, an honor of a lifetime. It's been an honor of a lifetime to serve as Chief of VicPD. Thank you.
As you can tell from the response here today, you have made an impact beyond words, and you will be truly missed. I might be a little teary myself. My apologies. I've just had a note that the audio on the live stream may not be working very well, so I'll just leave that if that's something we could check as well, so apologies if that's the case. We will now move to the swearing-in portion of today's ceremony. With us today to administer the oath is Judge Dwight Stewart. Judge Stewart is a provincial court judge on the North Island. He was appointed in 2015 and spent 10 years serving the communities on the North Coast. He is with us today as a personal and professional friend of Chief Wilson. He has known her for almost 20 years, meeting through a shared mentor after she presented Lost in Transition, a groundbreaking paper that led to significant increases in resources for people living with mental illness at a conference for the International Society for Reform of Criminal Law in 2008. Judge Stewart let me know that he has learned a great deal from Fiona, including a transformative and memorable experience for a Vancouver defense lawyer when he joined then Sergeant Wilson walking a beat patrol on the downtown east side, which continued to a shared interest in a trauma-informed criminal justice system. Judge Stewart will administer the oath to officially welcome Chief Fiona Wilson to the Victoria Police Department. Chief Wilson brings over 26 years of distinguished policing experience. She most recently served as Deputy Chief Constable with the Vancouver Police Department, where she led the investigative division overseeing major crime, organized crime, gangs and drugs, cybercrime, intelligence and counterterrorism, and other specialized areas of public safety. Earlier in her career, she worked in patrol, major crime, sex crimes, professional standards, and, as we heard, walking the beat in Vancouver's downtown east side before advancing into senior leadership roles. An accredited team commander, Chief Wilson has contributed to some of the most complex investigations in British Columbia. She is nationally recognized for her leadership in advancing responses to mental health and substance use, expanding crisis intervention, and building partnerships to better support vulnerable individuals. Chief Wilson is a past president of the BC Association of Chiefs of Police, co-chair of the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police Drug Advisory Committee, and serves on numerous committees and boards at the local, provincial, and national level. She holds Bachelor and Masters of Arts degrees in criminology from SFU and is a member of the Order of Merit of the Police Forces. I will now ask Judge Stewart and Chief Fiona Wilson to come forward for the swearing-in ceremony.
I am honored to administer Chief Wilson's oath of allegiance and office. More than this honor, personally, I am filled with optimism to be present and witness this moment along with Fiona's family and all of us here present for this commitment that she is about to make to these two communities and to each and every member of the Victoria Police Department, that she will, by her example, serve and lead with courage and compassion. Chief Wilson, please state your name and your willingness to solemnly affirm your oath of allegiance and office.
I, Fiona Wilson, solemnly affirm that
you will be faithful and bear true allegiance
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III,
to His Majesty King Charles III,
King of Canada, his heirs and successors.
King of Canada, his heirs and successors.
You will, to the best of your power,
I will, to the best of my power,
cause the peace to be kept
cause the peace to be kept
and prevent all offenses against the persons and properties
and prevent all offenses against the persons and properties
of His Majesty's subjects.
of His Majesty's subjects.
You will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
perform your duties as a municipal police constable
perform my duties as a municipal police constable
for the City of Victoria
for the City of Victoria
and the Township of Esquimalt
and the Township of Esquimalt
in the Province of British Columbia.
in the Province of British Columbia.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and welcome to Victoria Police Department, Chief Wilson. We will now witness the formal change of command, symbolized with a handover of the Victoria Police Department flag.
Parade! Attention!
Chief Manak will now formally hand over command of the Victoria Police Department to Chief Wilson through Her Worship, Barb Desjardins, Mayor of Esquimalt, Her Worship, Marianne Alto, Mayor of Victoria, and Micayla Hayes, Victoria-Esquimalt Police Board Chair. The Victoria Police Department flag is carried by Sergeant Jasmine Bader.
Color bearer, take post.
I would now like to invite Chief Constable Fiona Wilson to offer welcoming remarks as she begins her command.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am truly honored to stand before you today, surrounded by friends, family, colleagues, and community partners as I formally take on the role of Chief Constable of the Victoria Police Department. This is not only a professional milestone, but also a deeply personal one, a moment of great significance in my life. It carries both profound responsibility and it's an immense privilege, made all the more meaningful by having all of you here to share it with me today. I am honored to be here today on the territory of the Songhees and Saxon nations, and thank you so much to Elder Diane Sam for her opening welcoming and for getting us started on the right path here this afternoon. I really want to start by thanking Her Honor, who has been a constant source of kindness, friendship, and inspiration over the years. Thank you for your incredibly generous words and for welcoming us all here to celebrate at beautiful Government House. I also want to acknowledge your amazing team, whose warmth, graciousness, and hard work behind the scenes have made this day possible. My gratitude also extends to the team at VicPD who worked tirelessly to make today happen. Your efforts ensured this important occasion came together seamlessly, and I am so appreciative of the professionalism and care you have brought to every single detail. At the heart of today's transition are the members of the Victoria-Esquimalt Police Boards, including Board Chair Micayla Hayes. Micayla, thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you to all of the board members for giving me the opportunity to compete for this position and for the confidence you have placed in selecting me as Chief Constable. I recognize the responsibility that comes with that trust, and I will work every day to honor it. I also want to thank Mayor Alto and Mayor Desjardins. From the very beginning, you have both been incredibly warm and welcoming. Your kindness, your friendship, and your commitment to your respective communities means a great deal to me. I truly look forward to working with each one of you in your respective cities as we continue the important work of keeping our neighborhoods safe, healthy, and connected. And of course, I would like to take a moment to pay tribute to former Chief Del Manak. The story about providing your mom with business cards really resonated with me because I too have a very, very similar story with my own mom, whose friends all have the great benefit of having my business card at the front of their wallets. Del, you have led this department with distinction, humor, and heart for so many years. You are known not just for your professionalism, but also for your humanity. You have served the people of Victoria-Esquimalt with vision and integrity, and you've done so while making space for those around you to thrive. You've been an incredible mentor and friend to me. You've been generous with your time, thoughtful with your advice, and supportive in ways that have truly mattered. Thank you not only for your years of service to these communities, but for the example you have set and the dedication you embody. Professionalism and partnership are essential to VicPD, and I look forward to working very closely with you as we take on new challenges and opportunities ahead. As I stand here, I can't help but reflect on the journey that has brought me to this moment, and I hope you'll indulge me while I talk briefly about where I have come from. I grew up in a modest home, but it was one that was full of love and support. A place where curiosity was encouraged, opinions were welcomed, and where I was raised to believe, quite simply, that I could do anything I put my mind to. There were no ceilings and no limits, just the expectation that I should work hard, be kind, and do what I could to make the world around me a little better. My father, who, as many of you know, was killed in a terrorist attack in Barcelona in 2017, was truly the anchor of our family. He was humble, incredibly intelligent, thoughtful to the core. The kind of man who would give you the shirt off his back and somehow make you feel like it was a gift to himself. He was a sounding board, a strong moral compass, and my fiercest champion. Everyone deserves a person in their life who sees the greatest version of them, and that was my dad. He taught me about kindness, about forgiveness, about charity and grace and determination and service to others. And although he is not physically with me today, I carry his wisdom and his memory into this next chapter with deep love and quiet strength. My mom, who is with us here today, is a force. She was one of the first female air traffic controllers at Heathrow Airport, and later came to Canada for a secured job at YVR, but they didn't realize that she was a woman. And when she arrived, she was told that they did not hire women. She didn't rage or retreat. She simply carried on with resolve and relentless dignity. After 54 years of marriage, she lost her husband, and in the same horrific act of violence was badly injured herself. Watching her recover physically, emotionally, and mentally from that experience was the greatest display of grace and resilience I have ever witnessed. She taught me everything I needed to know about how to carry pain without letting it define me. She is the strongest person I know, and I am incredibly proud to be her daughter. Both of my parents shaped the values that have guided my life and my career. They taught me to think critically, to work hard, to act with integrity, and to never take for granted the privilege of serving others. In recent years, we have had the exceptionally good fortune to welcome Neil and his family into our lives, and he makes me feel like I've won the dad lottery again. And in fact, just a few weeks ago, at the young age of 83, Neil and my mom made it official and got married. And demonstrated to us all that it is never too late to find love, and also never too late to dance the night away. I spent over 26 years with the Vancouver Police Department. And like many people here today, I began my career in patrol, learning how to navigate complexity, unpredictability, and at times tragedy. I owe a special debt of gratitude to my field trainers, Al Ghazi and Wayne Windrum, who are both with us here today. They were the ones who taught me how to show up, professionally, purposefully, in situations where people were often experiencing the very worst days of their lives. They taught me that technical skills matter, but that how you interact with people matters even more. They taught me about grit, the kind that carries you through long nights and hard calls. And they taught me the importance of having clear expectations and strong boundaries, not just with the public, but also with myself and with colleagues. Their guidance shaped me at a formative time in my career, and I am incredibly grateful that they're here to witness this moment today. I was also very fortunate early in my career to witness courageous and principled leadership from senior leaders, many of whom are also here with us today. Each brought their own strength and style, but all shared a deep commitment to public service, integrity, and doing the right thing, even when it was hard. More than that, they saw something in me that I hadn't yet recognized in myself. They offered encouragement, created opportunities, and gave me the space to grow into leadership. They challenged me, believed in me, and championed my development in ways that changed the trajectory of my career. From them, I learned that leadership is not just about command. It's about conviction, compassion, and courage. It's also about mentorship and sponsorship, lifting others up and ensuring the path forward is clearer for the next generation. Their example has stayed with me and continues to shape the way I lead. And no reflection on this journey would be complete without acknowledging the leadership team I worked with over the past 4.5 years. The man I will always call Chief, Adam Palmer, who supported me and promoted me into the Deputy Chief role at the Vancouver Police Department, and my partners once I was in that role, Howard Chow and Steve Rye. I learned a great deal from each of them as I navigated the complex landscape of policing in Vancouver, and I will always be grateful for the resilience and perspective those experiences gave me. And now I look forward to continuing to work alongside Chief Rye in the coming years. To my colleagues at the VPD, thank you. You inspired me every single day. Your intelligence, strength, humor, and work ethic have left a lasting impression on me. Together, we navigated everything from high-pressure investigations to challenging community moments. And through it all, my belief in the value of a strong team was only reinforced. Loyalty, compassion, and the ability to bring steadiness and purpose to even the hardest of situations. I left that organization proud of the work we accomplished together, and I'm deeply grateful for the relationships that continue to shape and support me today. And of course, none of this would have been possible without my family, the people who know me best, and whose love never wavers. My husband Sky has truly been my anchor. In the 10 years we've been married, we built a strong, blended family and a life that I treasure. Sky has a steadiness about him, a clarity and an unwavering belief in me that has carried me through some of my hardest days. Even when I doubted myself, he never had. He is the yin to my yang, the calm to my storms. He keeps our home free from noise, grounded in purpose, and centered on what truly matters. He reminds me to keep perspective, to breathe, and to stay humble. I could not ask for a better partner in this life, and I deeply value the love and strength he gives me every single day. Together, we are raising 3 incredible kids, Duncan, Hannah, and Sophia. I am so proud of the people you are. You each bring your own strengths, your own perspectives, and your own sense of humor, and you have brought immeasurable joy and depth to my life. Like Sky and I, you've each navigated your own experiences of loss and change, and through it all, you've shown resilience, grace, and strength well beyond your years. Our family has grown together through love, laughter, and a few hard lessons, and it's made us who we are. I am proud to be your mom, and I deeply value the support, patience, and perspective you've given me along the way. As I embrace this new role, I do so with a sense of both pride and responsibility. I am proud to be the first woman to serve as Chief Constable in the history of the Victoria Police Department. That milestone matters because representation matters. It matters to the women coming up through the ranks. It matters to young girls in our communities who can now see that policing is also a path open to them when they dream about what they want to do. It matters to all of our members who want to see leadership reflect the diversity and strength of those we serve. And it matters to our communities who expect their institutions to be inclusive and representative. But I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the complex emotions that come with being the first. Because the truth is, this milestone is long overdue. It should not be exceptional in 2025 for a woman to hold this role, and yet it still is. I am not here because I am a woman. I am here despite being a woman. And that is both a celebration and a challenge. And I hold both truths as I take on this position. I am standing on the shoulders of trailblazers, many of whom are in this room today. Their sacrifices, advocacy, persistence, and resilience created the space for me to step into this role. They walked often lonely, difficult roads, and did so committed to this noble profession. I honor them, and I carry their legacy forward with both pride and responsibility. Alongside those who paved the way, I've been fortunate to have incredible support throughout my career. People who challenged me, mentored me, and believed in me. They taught me how to lead with authenticity. The truth is, no one ever gets here alone. I'm here because of the countless people who lifted me up and opened doors, women and men whose perseverance and leadership showed me that there was space for me in this profession, that I too could lead and that barriers could be broken. Their example gave me both courage and clarity. As I start this next chapter, I do so with deep gratitude for the colleagues and friends who kept me laughing and keep me grounded, and whose support I draw on every day. To the sworn and civilian members of the Victoria Police Department, thank you for your warm welcome. You are known across Canada for your professionalism, your innovation, and your commitment to community. I have admired your work for many years. And now I look forward to getting to know you, to supporting you, and to standing beside you. Not as someone who's coming in with all of the answers, but as someone who leads through listening, collaboration, and clarity. I am very excited to begin this journey with you, and I'm eager to get started. My approach to leadership is rooted in service, not service in the abstract, but service in the day-to-day work of showing up, of being accountable, of making hard decisions with fairness and transparency. Leadership is not about power, it is about trust, and I will work every day to earn that trust with you and with the communities that we serve. To the people of Victoria-Esquimalt, I am honored to serve you. The work of public safety is complex and it is constantly evolving, but I believe that when police and community walk alongside one another, grounded in respect and shared purpose, we can build something truly meaningful. In closing, much like Dal, I really just want to say thank you. Thank you to those who lifted me up, who believed in me, who challenged me to be better, and to those who taught me to never forget why we do this work in the first place. I did not get here alone. I am here thanks to countless mentors, colleagues, friends, and family whose support made this moment possible. And this achievement belongs to them as much as it does to me. I'm ready, I am grounded, I am committed, and I will give this role everything I have. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the formal portion of our Change of Command ceremony. Once again, thank you all for joining us here today for this important and historic event. I would like to invite Ms. Stephanie Greaves to the stage once again. Please stand for the singing of God Save the King, the departure of the ceremonial guard, and the platform parade.
Parade! Attention! Guard, present arms.
God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King.
Guard, shoulder, arms. Color party commander. Stormbringer. March off the colors.
Chief Wilson, please step forward to take the salute.
Color party. Carry colors. Guard, present arms. Color party. Right turn. Color party. By left. Quick. March. Guard, shoulder, arms. Guard right, turn. Line left quick, march.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the reception.